South Africa arrive with the confidence and the momentum, but for the USA Eagles, Jack Henry has shaken things up with a few changes to the starting, but also positional switches coming to the fore. Cook, Humphries, Ortiz, Bitt and Han all were impactful from the bench, move into the starting. Vogel from 10 to 12, Uhatafe from 13 to wing, and Cowdrey, who scored on her debut, moves from wing to fullback. Zachary Bargels, the topless, miss out with Alan Tukuafu, and a potential debut on the cards for Chloe Hill-Hughes, who comes into the 23. And for the home side, well, head coach Swayze the Brain has not tinkered with a starting lineup that got his side up by 29 points to 0 at halftime last week. Too much, with only one change in Webb replacing Behandre Dolph, who's rested for player welfare protocols. The halfback pairing of Torsten Janssen van Rensburg steered the team impeccably last week and will be hoping to do more of the same, with youngster Valman continuing to impress in the green and gold jersey. Plenty of changes on the bench, though. Mdliki Mokwai, Makua, Manar and Samboya all getting the opportunity to show their class in the green and gold. Loftus, the perfect host for some incredible rugby. This the curtain raiser for the Nations Championship match between the Springboks as well as Scotland a little bit later on. But first, an opportunity for these women to potentially get the 2-0 series win for the Springbok Women. Can the USA Eagles, though, can they level it? That will be imperative for them today. Head coach Jack Henry, an incredibly smart man who would understand how he needs his side to come and get the one back. The first test, well, that's dead and gone. What's left now? A final opportunity for this side to shape the series. The USA Eagles, well, they're arrived determined to level this contest, but it all comes down to what happens over the next 80 minutes. There will be plenty of instructions in their minds today, plenty of boxes that they feel they would need to tick today to be able to make sure that they are able to produce a full 80-minute performance. Final test. And another one for Georgie Perez-Redding, who led her side out for the very first time last week. One of the hardest working players on the pitch, Georgie Perez-Redding, and she will be hoping that she can steer their ship to a win today. Huge opportunity for the visitors, who would be hoping that perhaps the chips fall in their favor. After celebrating Independence Day last week, a week on, could they have done more? The Springbok Women, well, they want to walk out with a clean sweep. Won and beat the USA for the first time since 2011 last week, and they'll be hoping that they can go 2 for 2. 10 Bulls Daisies players in this 23 that will walk out onto their home field today. This is an opportunity for them to represent their country, but an opportunity more to make their mark, and 80 minutes to decide a series. Everything is perfectly in place for what is set to be a fascinating contest at Loftus Versfeld. Dana Lochner, huge in getting go-forward ball for the Springbok Women. That is her family. Her dad, her mom, and her friends who make the travel to come and watch her every single time. The match officials, Zoe Nodia, Angelique Besaidno, Gianna Falloon, and our TMO, Quentin Immelman. But before 80 minutes of action can kick off, we'll all take a time for a minute to listen to the national anthems.
And now, Loftus, if you are willing and able, please stand for the singing of the national anthem of the USA, which will be sung by Philip Assis.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now please remain standing for the singing of the South African national anthem, which will be sung by Cordelia.
Well, you could not ask for more. Loftus Versfeld, hosts for this incredible test match today, alongside me, Tobani Bobo, Bobs. They had us on our toes last week all the way until that final whistle. Today, a huge opportunity for these two sides.
What a massive opportunity, especially for the Springbok women, to back up the performance of last week, where they showed that they can go with the width of play, and they've got creative players, but they earned that right to go wide. On the other side, what a response has been awaited from the Eagles. First time losing and traveling and playing in South African soil. How do they respond? We saw in that second half showing that they do have the experience of adapting and making sure they can change a bit of their planning. How do they start today? That's going to be the most important. Altitude is what the Springbok women wants to use, but a fast start is what they should be aiming to do.
Yeah, the forwards, and especially that woman, Sidopila Solonsi, will be called upon to be able to lay the foundation. The youngster Logan Velman, well, she's got more test tries than she has test caps.
An outstanding performance last week, the way that she announced herself that she can take on that jersey. She grew into that jersey and she's now trying to make it her own.
Faces of focus. The Springbok women know that a serious victory is in reach. The USA Eagles, well, they know this is their final opportunity to respond. Ashley Caldry, who made her debut last week, gets us underway and eventually positions herself well. Does Jante van Rensburg. Found herself really, really deep and got into a good position there. Tose pulling her troops closer, carried in by Jacobs, who was the player of the match last week. And first penalty conceded by the USA Eagles, not the way they would have wanted to start.
Not at all, but Libby Janse van Rensburg, what a brave, and putting the name onto that ball to carry it into contact. And after that, desperate. And it's a quick play here.
Shaping to kick to touch, and the tap and go from Tose. Charlie, well, she loves a carry, does suddenly see it, Charlie. Switching direction now from Tose out the back, and they've got a lot of depth on that ball now, do the Springbok women. But caught ball and all, Yaki Salia dropped backwards, but cleaned up well by Solonsi. And you can immediately see this defensive line on the USA Eagles. Well, they're only making hits when it needs to be made. Tafuna. And that's been turned over by the USA Eagles, so the Springbok women losing first ball opportunity. Paris Redding, her fight in contact, some of the best for this Eagle side. Ortiz, one of the changes coming into the starting for the USA Eagles. They get width on the ball. Tessa Hand, she had a brilliant break up the middle, and now they get into the hands of Matatonga. Matatonga being held up, looked like she was being driven towards touch, but it's been turned over, and then rather taken into touch first.
Okay. Whoa, what a start we have here. Springbok women trying to play within their own half. But the pressure that is put on the breakdown by the Eagles, outstanding that they get the ball back. This is Matatonga at the last bit of the work, being driven down to the touchline. But who gets to hold that ball first? And the last, it was Ayanda Malinga. That's a good call from the match officials.
Okay, no, that's fine. We've stopped time. Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't Matatonga, it was Telesi Uhatafe who's shifted from the outside centre position into the wing. She's really one of those strong ball carriers. Just looks like USA Eagles players just receiving some attention. Could be like Hallie Tuafau.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you.
Hallie.
No play. Thank you.
Just a bit of a check around here. The neck area now and the head. At the moment, she's been given the thumbs up to carry on.
So carried out into touch. It looks like it was a Springbok woman who touched the ball last. So Catherine Treder, first set piece opportunity just outside the 22 for the Eagles. Han Humphreys flies high and they set the rolling maul. Do the Eagles breaking away, Freda Tafuna, and they've got the penalty advantage. Tafuna, while she scored a thriller in that second half, 3 unanswered tries in the second half from the USA Eagles, and they're looking to start like a house on fire today. Cook on the bench in her debut last week, starting this week, but coming back for that penalty. Referee Zoe Nodia.
Yeah, great start from the Eagles. Relentless in the way that they went, and they got good quick ball gain line from Freda Tafuna. Does them so much good. Under pressure now, the Springbok women, they did collapse that first one.
Very laissez-faire from Kristen Bitter, just wanted to dink it out towards the touchline, but it doesn't go out. So brilliant positioning from Tose. Ubisi looking to carry strong from inside their own 22, and it's been turned over, the Eagles. And Han Humphreys, well, they're making their mark early on in this game.
Oh, they were so quick to react with the quick play from the Springbok women. And again, they go to the breakdown where they think they do have a bit of an advantage. And they lose forward, so experienced. Humphreys securing position back for the Eagles. It's great work here, beating the shoulders of Lochner.
This is the middle.
She does well because she's so accurate over the ball.
That's the middle. Open.
Trina to the middle, but that's not accurate enough from the USA Eagles. Misha Aries has to clean up for the Springbok women. Have to exit, have to get out of this position, do the Springbok women. Strong carry from the captain, assisted by Lochner. Janse van Rensburg spots some space. Cowdrey looked to get into position, but unable to get ball in hand. Malinga and Yaki Salia chasing Cowdrey. How do they beat it? Ayanda Malinga's got to make a one-on-one tackle. Eventually gets there and makes the wrap, and Yaki Salia comes in to support. Driven backwards, that's great territorial gain for the Springbok women. But it's Eagles' ball. Emerson Allen, one of the new players in the 23, sets up the ruck. Ortiz, Humphreys. Doesn't get over the gain line that time. Still looking to pepper the defense of the Springbok women. There's a good carry coming in from Hope Rogers. Now out the back, and there's a little bit of width on the outside if they can get it there. That is Mataitonga. Very dangerous if she gets into a little bit of open space. Ortiz. Vogel, who comes into the first receiver position. Looking for the steal is Logan Valman. Has she got hands on it? Referee Zoe Nodia.
Oh, yeah. That's a brilliant defensive set. Some strong tackling coming in from Carter Jacobs, but you have to look at the way that she rolls away from the tackle. That gives all the rights to Logan Valman. Accuracy from her, straight on top of the ball. Brilliant defensive set, but the Eagles meant business. Strong, powerful carries, and that's an outstanding kick from Libby Janssen van Rensburg. Tackle from Carter. Look at the way that she rolls away. That opens up the space to go for the ball. Accurate from the Springbok women, loose forwards. Brilliant work without the ball.
It's fine. Just open up a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, that's fine. She's opened up.
First set piece opportunity for the Springbok women inside the 22 of the USA Eagles. Mika Gunter's got to find her jumpers. That's a contest. Skew throw under all sorts of pressure, the Springbok women.
And there's a lot of vocals and energy of winning small wins from the Eagles. And they know that they have to encourage each other.
Captain?
Springbok women falter at the first set piece that they got into the 22 of the Eagles. But what a chance and opportunity. Scrum last week.
Open up just a little bit.
There's something that the Eagles don't want to go into a contest of. Choosing a line out.
Freda goes to the front again to Hannah Humphreys. Springbok women don't compete there, and then the rolling more from the Eagles. They start finding some ascendancy.
Own player down.
Own player called to take that down.
On the ball.
So, huge opportunity now. Ortiz just caught in two minds with her around what she wanted to do in that position. Trida had to come in and just clean up. So Launcey putting Ortiz under all sorts of pressure, and because of that they win the ball back and they get to go to scrum.
That's brilliant discipline, because easily for them to be over eager and cause not to be behind the last person off the ruck feet. But now Springbok women just harassing numbers around the breakdown.
Yeah, I'll check, yeah.
And the tackles, not too many being exhausted at that ruck. So that means that the line integrity is there, and they use it to put the pressure.
Well, all 8 players of the Springbok women will be licking their lips, relishing at this opportunity. Just off the right upright. So full open side to play with for the Springbok women. They've loaded up on the left-hand side.
Okay. Okay, we've just missed the timing there. Yeah, okay.
A lot of talk coming into this game, how the Springbok women wanted to be awarded for the advantage that they do have at set piece.
Can we
And
just go
on the
left of
side,
this mark? Thank you very
the
much.
United States trying to make sure that they don't get bit, especially on that set. They don't lose that hit.
I'll talk to you if I can get outside you. Same thing, Hannah, okay?
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Looking for a complete scrum. They do get it, the Springbok women. Well, they're unable to get the ascendancy, and they set that maul off of the scrum, but well read. That's the first time they did that last week when they broke around at that first scrum. That's been well read. And a well-coached side, this USA Eagles team. They won the ball back, but just kicked out directly into touch.
Such a good reaction, and adapting to what the tactic was last week. Taking it straight down to the ground is what was important about the defense from the United States.
Just wait.
And then Freda Tafuna,
Put the boots on.
outstanding the way that she went for that pilfer. Wins the ball back, takes away another set-piece attack.
Take a look at Loftus. Well,
Okay. Yes.
there's a
sure,
light
I'll speak
show
to them.
potentially on offer a little bit later tonight. As soon as the sun starts setting.
Captain, can you just give them the numbers a little bit earlier, please, so that they can adjust? Okay.
Less smiles on the faces of the coaches than we saw last week at this time.
I'm happy with the space.
I have to just wonder what the thinking would be around trying to do it again week after week. You had to feel there was something else coming.
Yeah, see your true colors, right?
A little bit messy at scrum time, but Jacobs does really well to reach over and get that ball back for the Springbok women. Tose. Vino BC, first ball carrier. Han Humphries again. She's going to go looking every single time to try and get the ball back. Velman tried to rip it away, but then it was lost. So they've got the knock-on advantage, the USA Eagles.
I know the call here is a knock-on, but for me, it's the reaction of the tackler where we saw Cuthbert Jacobs rolling away and getting away from the tackle position. Here, it's Tafuna who makes the tackle in number 8. Look where she finds herself whilst giving an opportunity to make sure that they can. And she's on the floor, they're playing.
Agreed.
They'll feel hard down by it, but they get a chance and opportunity to contest for possession here with the scrum.
You can clearly see the USA Eagles women. They've done their homework on the Springbok women. So it's going to be up for the Springbok women to come up with different answers this week around.
Okay, we have both players going down. Okay.
There we go, same height.
Okay.
Struggling to
Clearly left,
finally
please.
start.
Let's keep the break foot from both
Finish a
teams.
set piece here,
Break foot for
especially at scrum
stability.
time.
Thank you.
Two teams using it for different
Just longer
reasons.
bind, okay.
Springbok women think that they do have the dominance from what they had felt from last week. It's a reaction from the Eagles. That's the important bit for them. They couldn't care what the Springbok women think.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Step!
Quick heel.
They will not be bullied at scrum time. Sizopila Solonsi does well to break away from that scrum early to make the hit on Tafuna.
High tackle.
Ortiz. Carry from Allen. Ortiz goes deep this time to Kristen Bitter. Puts the boot to ball, but does not get distance, but does get height. But they had the penalty advantage again. So Springbok women's discipline at the moment, just letting them down in the wrong areas of the field.
Yeah, it just releases the pressure from the Eagles. At first, it was a complimentary thing that Sizopila does Solonsi. She gets away, makes sure that she can become the connection between the forwards and the backs. It's just the attempt that the tackle was grabbing around the neck. She went.
Bella Vogel gets good distance on that kick for her side.
Look at the way that she does. She does well to work sideways so that she can be in a position where she can dip low and put a shoulder and she goes grabbing. Typical open side flanker. Always want to go for the steal, not the tackle.
She loves the steal, Sizopila Solonsi. She's a typical fetcher. This time just getting that wrong. Freda. They've gone to Han Humphries in the front this time, looking for Allen.
Lost forward by White.
Yeah.
First.
Great contest here at the front.
Okay, so
athletic build.
White ball,
Tall
please.
timber for the Springbok women in the form of BC, Wagner and Cuthbert Jacobs. Using that to contest pretty well because now they're picking up, staying in front of the jumper. The BC is the one that she's been thrown up.
Change. They go to the back this time from Freda. Works out well for them. She's been accurate at line-out time. Has the hooker. Now quick ball for Ortiz, and then Cowdrey puts boot to ball. Celia, lucky that that ball bounced to the inside, found herself out of position a little bit. Celia wants to run it back at the Eagles, but isolated at the breakdown, and they've stolen it back again. And it's all smiles. Look at Freda Tafuna. She's up for it today.
Quick play.
They want to go quickly. Matatonga just too quick for herself. They get sniped just inside the 5, but they've made valuable meters, the Eagles. Cook just overrunning it a little bit, then resets herself well to be the first receiver off of that ball. Just outside the 5, and not back 10.
Yeah, that's from the quick tap from the Eagles.
Number 2 and number 4.
Really upping up the tempo. the start is going to be important for them. And the intent that they will show from that start is to play quick, attack the breakdown, fight for the physical dominance. And at the moment, it's all working out for them because they got the territorial side of it and now possession.
Linus middle.
Bella Vogel, well, last week we were talking about how little time she takes when she goes to post. Does the same thing when she goes to the line. Had to be one back. Jacobs gets a good boot on it and chases it herself. Had to stay on her feet, does well, and they get the knock on off the ground. Now the Springbok women need to adjust and get into shape. Malinga, well, had to clean up and then knocks it on herself, but that a double knock on.
There's a great opportunity there. 4 people overlap on the outside. And now Dossett tries to go for the quick play here. Good chase from Jacobs, and the ball sort of spills out into the side of the Springboks. Look at how Fellerman, she does all the work to get it back and chance an opportunity. You know, that well-educated young man.
Yeah. That's pretty much what our reaction was in the commentary box too. Just a little bit of a scrappy start from both sides. In the second test match, and you can see it's 2 sides that now know each other well. They know the trick plays of each other, and they are just trying to find where they can find moments of ascendancy. Springbok women will be hoping that this is where they can get it, and they do get that scrum penalty. Tose does well to leave it in. Janse van Rensburg out the back to Celia, who looks to break away, but hand just caught her around the bootlaces.
We go back for the scrum.
Breakdown, something that Springbok women have to look after back. Set piece gives you entries, and it releases pressure, and it gives you an advantage that the referee, it's hard for them not to see that picture again.
I've seen it. Tose lining up, then takes the quick tap. And there she does it again. Lochner out the back. Janse van Rensburg. The link up between the forwards and the backs are well rehearsed between these Springbok women. Ball was out, so the counter-racking opportunity was there, and it has to be turned over. Hope Rogers does get the call. Not enough players coming in at breakdown time for the Springbok women, and it's going to be frustrating for Franzel September and Lorian Johannes Haupt, the forwards coach of the Springbok women.
An important person is the one that carries, because that's how we can set a good target. If you can dominate and carry through over the gain line, makes it so much easier for the would-be cleaners. This moment, a very passive clean and a good defensive hit from the Eagles creates an opportunity for Hope Rogers to get her hands on top of Unam Dossett.
Open up.
The USA Eagles, well, they'll feel they need to get points from all their 22-meter entries.
Please listen to your front person. Someone.
Can they get some points out of this one? Trida again goes to the front for Han Humphries, and they set that rolling ball again. We saw it work from deep inside their own half. Good stop from the Springbok women for the time being, and then the peel-off comes, and the Springbok women need to start loading numbers in. Ortiz decides to break it away. Paris Redding drops it cold, and it's gone out the back and then gone forward. And just look at the conversation between Paris Redding and Ortiz there. Just probably miscommunication around what that call would have been. Was it out the back? Was it for that first pod?
Okay, it's not clear for me.
And it's a decision to make. When you set up that driving mold, do you take the ball out once you still have momentum? How do the backs make sure that they can communicate that from the forward pack? And yes, that's why you get those confusion. But one thing though, for the Eagles, they've been camped.
Crouch.
39% of possession being played inside the half of the Springbok women.
Set.
No conversion yet.
Springbok women have had to make 19 tackles versus only the 9 of the USA Eagles, not getting the penalty advantage there. The switch play to Apiwe Ngwevu, who will always break up the middle. Now looking for support. Tafuna thinks she has rights to the ball. Referee Zono Diaz is absolutely not. Babawa Lacha. Now the physical content is brought into this game. Vino beats it, but that's been stripped cold from wanted. Tafuna gets the ball back onto the inside to Taufo. Tessahan pops one up the back for Georgie Perez Redding. Eventually, Eagles numbers start to find their way up. Ortiz feeling like she was just obstructed trying to get to that breakdown. Look at the numbers for the Eagles. Already set, already calling for the ball. Perez Redding with the first call. Ortiz swaps and changes direction. Vogel, Cook, dummies but carries herself this time. Calling for it, Vogel, Bitter. They've got numbers on the outside. Hope Rogers carries and Telesi Uhatafe, held by Eloise Webb, cannot get anywhere.
Step here.
Ortiz, Vogel, Tafuna. Willing carrier in Freda Tafuna, but will also go do the dirty work. A little bit of footwork being shown by Perez Redding this time, held up by the Lochner, but eventually fights her way to ground. Now the numbers start stacking. The lower numbers for the USA Eagles, looking for strong carries. Hope Rogers is really dangerous.
Onside.
This close to the try line. Need quicker ball, you feel, the USA Eagles.
Advantage, offside.
And they get the penalty advantage to the USA Eagles.
Work hard to stay onside.
Double hit made from the Springbok Women. Breaking around the opposite corner, Hope Rogers. Still keeping it tight. The USA Eagles with advantage. Now Bitter looking to expose some of the width on the outside. Matai Tonga looking to fly.
No advantage.
Brilliant defensive work from Celia in the wider channels, but they did have that penalty advantage though.
Yeah, an outstanding work from Yakasilia. A one-on-one situation, sustains up tall. Quick play, yeah.
Tap and go, they want to go because they want to get the points.
Step.
Talfo.
Onside.
Short, goes again. Short again. Coming around the corner this time. Huge defensive effort from the Springbok Women. Rogers.
No.
Hope Rogers.
Stop.
Oh, there's a bit of pain and anguish. Tight head, Elizabeth Cook.
Okay.
Janssen van Rensburg trying to get attention of the match official. But it's Hope
yes,
Rogers who has scored.
Time off.
Most capped Eagle. Rugby
Captain, who plays
woman
out
player.
the way, so we're going to take the kick.
First it was
We're gonna
Cook
take
who
the
went
issues out of the way.
close to the try line.
I'll talk to you now. Just let me do the kick.
Ball was recycled back.
Time's on.
Complemented
She's
here
out of the
by
way.
her loose head. Rogers
Thank you.
going.
1 second, let me just do the kick and I'll grab you there. Okay.
It was really,
I'll grab you here. Yeah.
that was interesting. I would like to see that replay.
Bella Vogel. Line it up. She'll take exactly 2 seconds just to take a glance at the poles, at her ball. Gets a good strike on it, does Bella Vogel. 7 points to 0. The Eagles score for the first time in the first half.
Yeah, and it's something that they did last week. They were the first one to get onto the scoreboard. This time around, they do it again, staying right on top of the gain line. And it's great work from Hope Rogers.
Hands off, please.
Smart play. Because just needed to pick the ball and place it.
Down.
And she found the gap
We're just going to see if there's
under
gonna be
that
sub
mole,
here.
that ruck.
It looks like Elizabeth Cook is still down
Okay, we need to be better
on the try line.
We need to be better with play
Just
behavior
receiving
now.
a little bit of
Because we need
attention,
to
so
this area.
there'll be some movement on the
Speak to him
bench.
now, 'cause time's off for that player. Are we making a
Reese
sub?
Woods
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
is being called upon. They're just taking the necessary measures that they need to. But the Springbok Women, I mean, Bob's they've just not been able to get any momentum in this game. When they do get
Perfect.
ball, it's
Thank you
loose
so much.
ball, it's scrappy ball.
Yeah, and another thing, it doesn't help the fact that they've given away 7 penalties, only to 3
Just to
from the
confirm, are they
Eagles,
keeping
which
that
means
player
that
on the
by
field?
discipline-wise, they're giving away all the territory
Okay,
and the
thank you so
possession
much.
back to the Eagles. The one thing they'll feel hard done by, they had a scrum there where they needed to get an advantage on a penalty. And from that, what has ensued is that the Eagles held all the ball possession, finally getting to
Actually
score
subbing.
this try. But where it started, that's what the carry from Cook
Okay,
is
thank
landing
you.
on top of that
Yeah, she's
shoulder
gonna
with
sub.
bodies on top of her.
Elizabeth Cook
Sub,
made
time
her
on,
debut
please.
last week. We saw a brilliant moment where she scored a try, saluted to her parents in the crowd to They're here today too, so they definitely don't want to see their daughter walking off. But Reese Woods has made her way into the park for her 5th cap in the Eagles jersey. Under all sorts of pressure was Uhatafe.
Brilliant chase. Celia. Gunter. Just
This is the middle. Thank you for keeping
off in
that.
corner.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Maybe
Just keep
Janssen
your
van
other players
Rensburg with a
open.
long raking kick. And the chase is outstanding. Two in the line out for the Springbok women.
Gone over the top, and that's again well read. They tried it last
Breaking
week
early.
too. Penalty against the Springbok women for being offside.
You guys are breaking early. Please get back 10.
The one thing that Jack Hanratty will have spoken about will be if they cross over the 10-meter line, we can come up and make sure that we can attain to that. Talanata was done last week. It's no trick anymore. Everyone is on fair square play. And they,
This is the middle. You're keeping it open.
Springbok women, they're the ones who broke into
Please listen
that
to number
10-meter
one.
line. The ball had to go travel over the 15 to unleash them from that side. So Springbok women, just a decision making at the moment.
Freda to the front for Humphreys. Kristen Bitter, flat ball to Freda Tafuna. Tafuna tucks ahead and goes and carries well. Now the change of direction and the angled run coming
Players falling.
from Han
No foul
Humphreys.
play for me.
Tafuna receives again. Missed a couple of channels. Bella Vogel just caught in 2 minds. Does the wise thing just to carry up into contact. Ortiz. Tafuna again at first receiver. Goodness gracious, that's been dropped though. Ortiz. And it's just the work done by the Springbok women just to make that breakdown a little messy.
Just cleaning the player
That
out.
wins it.
Yeah, that's brilliant work. They show how hard they need to work for each other. Without the ball, that's where the importance is. That's a dedication to the team effort. And on the counter rack, just lodging that ball after the hands of Olivia Ortiz. And now they get where they do have an advantage. I want to see the Springbok women here scrum a bit longer and deeper. And they're keeping that ball at the back. See if they can
Give me 1
gain
second.
an
We have a play
advantage
here.
so that they can get into the 22 of the Eagles.
Okay, she's staying on.
Just up here in Guevu
Time on.
receiving a little bit of ice and magic spray
Let's go, please.
on her
Let's
leg.
go. Time on.
Springbok women,
Let's
it's
go,
going to be
please.
imperative for them just to find a way to settle things down and get themselves in the right positions on the field.
At the moment, it feels as if they're playing uphill.
Crouch. Bind. Number 3.
Early engagement, the call, the free kick to the Springbok women. Tose looking for runners, finds one in Janssen van Rensburg. The short ball to Nguevu is well read by the USA Eagles defense again. Now coming in, Eloise Webb. First time we've seen her with ball in hand and an attacking opportunity. Tose, Jacobs to Danal Lochner. Looking to just come around
Clear
the
release
corner,
right.
get a soft shoulder. Charlie through the hands again, they keep it alive. That pass not accurate though, so Solonsi has to clean up. Has that gone forward? The bench of the USA Eagles definitely think so. Janssen van Rensburg, Mika Gunter, the call from the sideline to keep working. Torse, flat, very flat from the Springbok women at the moment. Solonsi with the carry into contact. Charlie, still inside their own half, the Springbok women, not looking to kick it out of the area of the field just yet. Carter Jacobs with ball in 2 hands and then met by 2 defenders. Waiting for it, no ball and no perseverance on it at the moment. But now Alicia Aris looking to break away. Cuts back onto the inside. Alicia Aris has completely carved up a way for her to open up the defense of the USA Eagles. It looked like it was going to be difficult, but Alicia Aris pins the ears back, backs herself, and gets the first one for the Springbok women.
Oh, go you good thing, Alicia Harris. She gets the ball within their own half and she backs what she does best through 2-on-1. Look at the work that she does here, back onto the inside. It's all about pace here. Determination. She just carves up the field. And Loftus is scotched by her run. Iris with the response underneath the post. Springbok Women showing a bit of patience with ball in hand, finally getting a bit of love on the edges. It's good work of shifting the ball and giving it into the space, and what a sensational finish.
Celia from right in front of the post for to equalise in the 27th minute. 7-all here at Loftus Versfeld, and the crowd loves it.
She comes away as she gets this ball to hand, gets the ball back onto the inside shoulder exposed. Oh, the pace though, the stride, the look, and then seeing that whitewash. Oh, celebration.
I just need you to hold the gap.
Have to really appreciate that. It's great work and good patience. And ball being worked into space.
Well, just a reminder, last week it was 29 points to 0 at the end of the first half for the Springbok Women. 7-all, 27 minutes in. That's well tapped back by Yanda Malinga, and well picked up off the ground by Piwe Ngwevu. Now they need cleaners to come in, and it's been stolen by the USA Eagles. Breakdown work for the Springbok Women, letting them down in the first half. Ortiz, Rogers, try scorer. When isn't she? Ortiz under all sorts of pressure, not being allowed any grace at the back of that breakdown, but offside.
Kennel Worms was open up when Hope Rogers make the tackle on Tossa. Charlie thinking that if everyone has all got the rights to the scrum off, why don't I try? There's a penalty to the Eagles. Olga goes for touch.
Oh, there's an absolute boxing match here at Loftus Versfeld today.
Play in the line-up down.
Counter-attack and a punch and offense, and then it's offensive defense. It's the Springbok Women surviving and absorbing a bit of pressure. Relentless on the other side is the Eagles, the way that they've harassed every breakdown.
And this is going to be a good test for the Springbok Women, though, because last week they switched off in the second half. We saw that. Now they have to kind of fight, counter-punch, make the hits, get in defensively, try and win back the game. You're not chasing the game, but you're trying to win back moments in the game. And that's only going to be good for them to be able to build the character that they need when they start heading into the WXV Global tournaments later towards the end of the year.
Oh, really?
And it's a response of how do they do with success, how do they go about it, as Sia Kolisi here with Andy, the S&C of the Springboks.
We need to watch with playing the 9. Okay.
And they're trying to test his hamstring. Oh, he's in fine fiddle though. We'll Sia Kolisi. We're even talking about age, he's young.
He's not young at all. That kick of 20-6 tonight. Springboks taking on Scotland right here at Loftus Versfeld.
That's a small vest though.
Freda to the front. Taufo receives, and they set that rolling maul, the USA Eagles.
Don't lift the leg.
Giving the Springbok Women a bit of their own medicine back this time.
8 out. 7 out.
Being called to come out. Now they have to send numbers back in because they're still moving forward. Oh, the USA Eagles. Momentum still on their side, so they can keep going. It's well handled at the back. Has that gone through the middle? Freda. And now Lochner all over her for the moment. They've done really well, the Eagles, to put that ball backwards. Hope Rogers again with the leg drive. Short on the reach.
Places.
The reach is good, but they go at the back. It's been stolen. Yaki Celia looking to send her own bit of scorching down the park. Yaki Celia still going. She's got to pin her ears back. Yaki Celia's gone 100 meters. Celia Bethlehem, you're doing it.
Oh, strike the match as they can't smell you. Hope Rogers places the ball over the try line, they felt.
We're checking.
Yaki Celia just to confuse the enemy.
We're just going to look at possible grounding by USA before the ball was ripped out of their hands.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we're going to put it up for you now. I'll let you know once we put it up.
Perfect, thank you. So, G, we're looking at possible grounding.
Yaki Celia just wanted to show how fit she is, but we all thought this was a try because Hope Rogers with the stretch looked good to us.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it did.
See the ball clearly grounded there?
Just One thing is, it took forever to get the grounding because it's on replay.
So Angie, sorry,
Sure.
we've got clear grounding by USA
Okay.
before the try, obviously now before that was scored by USA. So
Perfect.
clear grounding by USA, then ripped out. So overturn your on-field decision to the USA try.
So, no try by South Africa, and we're going to go back to all the try for USA.
Australia scored the longest try that was never and will never count for the Springbok women. But on the other side, Hope Rogers with the brace in the first half. It's the Eagles who go in front. Oh, still even Stevens with 7. Hope Rogers in the corner, she has scored.
Try.
USA Eagles, well, they take back the lead, 12 points to 7. A brace from Hope Rogers. She didn't score last week, and she said, that's not how I do things, and gets 2. Hard work from the USA Eagles. They got themselves into the right positions, and Hope Rogers making it count.
Yeah, she's goated in the women's game. Most capped Eagle. She does so well here. It's understanding of the laws, got all the rights to place the ball after the tackle, and that's what she does. Takes advantage, but Yakisilia, what a run though.
Vogel strikes it well and strikes it true. 14 points to 0, or rather 14 points to 7. And Bella Vogel, well, she's pumped up for this one.
Oh, it's a brilliant response from the Eagles. The way that they got bullied in that first half at Alice Park. Loftus is a different tune because Hope Rogers has decided to show up. And show up she has with 2 tries in this first half.
Silencing the Springbok Women supporters. But the Eagle supporters, they're flying high today. How do the Springbok Women respond? Less than 10 minutes to do so. Jantje van Rensburg goes high. Freda Tafuna
Access to the ball.
gets under it really well. Ortiz. Reese Woods, who had to come on for Elizabeth Cook in this first half. Had to pick it up around the bootlaces, did Chris Mbitter. Georgie Perez-Redding looking to get on the outside, and now they get it into the hands of Mataitonga. Again directly into touch, so again another opportunity for the Springbok Women.
Now the Eagles trying to go for a wider exit. Giving the ball to Mataitonga.
Yeah.
She kicks the ball directly out, so not
Let's
much
go,
purchase on that kick. Springbok Women now with a good set. They've gone for that 2 people line out, and now they're going to go for another short line out. There's a pot set up and right at the back of this line out.
Stay on side 2.
Dana Lochner flies high, receives well, gets it to the captain,
Number 4 white.
who leaves a cold shoulder on the jersey of one of the Eagles players. They go to the short side this time. Carter Jacobs, hard worker in Jacobs in the trenches, makes valuable meters for the Springbok Women. Ball not allowing for Lacha to run onto it, but now they get the backline involved. Eloise Webb sticks herself back into the physical fray of things. Tose, flat ball, soft touch. Suddenly see where Charlie had to try and get out of second gear. It wasn't able to do so. Tose, Vina Obisi, hold, should have let it go because there was numbers on the outside. Obisi, Tose, Solon, see through the hands to Gunter. Minka Gunter gets the second for the Springbok Women in the corner.
Minka Gunter, what a try for the hooker. Good work here at the end. It was a delayed transition of this ball that almost cost them the try, but Solonsi does well. In before the contact, just 2 people, and setting out Gunter onto the corner. That's a question that was asked about the Springbok Women. How will they respond after the success? And the start that was slow, they responded with the try, which just gives them a glimmer of hope into seeing how far they're progressing.
Tough one for Yaki Salir. Right up against the touchline on that 22. Strikes it well. Doesn't have the direction though. Springbok Women trail by 2 with just over 5 minutes left.
Great response. It was a direct kick from the kickoff receipt from the Eagles, and that created an opportunity with the 22 entry for the Springbok Women, who finishes it with Gunther in the corner. They trail by 2. Oh, what a test match. Zizou.
Mika Gunther, who just finished her first season PWR action for the Leicester Tigers. Doing exactly what she does and loves doing in the green and gold. One back by the USA Eagles. Are they looking for one more in the first half? You would imagine they definitely are. Want to try and extend their lead, give themselves a little bit of breathing room going into the second half. 2 points, not enough, they would feel. Ortiz, Bitter. Taufao met heavily in contact by Sizopila Solonsi, who gets it right this time. Ortiz, knocked on.
Solonsi, lots to gain credit for on the way that more was set up, because of the way she got off the line, made a strong dominant tackle, got out of it, and it was the Springbok Women who harassed that breakdown. Frustration here from Taufo.
No, I'll chat to the captain again.
There will be frustration from the USA Eagles. They won that ball back off of the kickoff. They look to get themselves into a good position, but now they give South Africa attacking ball. We saw with that run from Alicia Aries, they look to attack from anywhere on the park.
Port in the scrum. You have to use that advantage again. Try to play off an advantage. Scrum for a penalty.
Tose feeds, does not get the penalty advantage. Holds and then releases. Janse van Rensburg allows Bitter just to make that defensive read. Janse van Rensburg. Louise Webb puts a little bit of acceleration onto that ball. Seal has come in. Janse van Rensburg again plays half back. Ubisi does well not to release that ball too. Danal Lochner would have gone forward had she done that, so took the contact instead. Out the back, Gunther has to track back. Does Apiwe Ngwevu. Tose, and this is the first time we've seen the Springbok Women kick an open play.
Was that chase line though?
Cowdrey, well positioned as Ashley Cowdrey gets around Logan Fellman. Ashley Cowdrey still going and supported by Han Humphreys. Ortiz, it's turnover ball for the USA Eagles on the halfway line. Ortiz, Vogel. Out the back to Tessa Hand, who had a great run last week. This time releases into the hands of Telesi Uhatafe. Not held, so she could go again and make more meters for the Eagles. They keep it tight. Jacobs. Read Han Humphreys like a book that time around. Ortiz this time puts boot to ball herself, looking for a favorable bounce. Goes over the head. Louise Webb is trying to track. Does well eventually.
Get onside.
Puts it on boot to clear. Onside. And just trickles over the touchline.
Oh, she stole some time there for that forward pack. Obviously, you could see that she had
Thank you so much.
Arms around her head, trying to catch a bit of O2. It's thick and fast.
Okay.
Louise Webb with the cover. But what a hit. Gartha Jacobs taking names. She's maiming people.
She's grabbing her ankle.
Gunther just holding on to that left ankle of hers. She just scored that second try for the Springbok Women. She definitely wouldn't want to be taken off the park anytime soon.
I was quite impressed the way that she has gone about her business, just putting in extra energy, especially at the second effort after the tackle, making sure that the ruck is never stable for the Eagles in the way that she counteracts. And this is the try that she scored. Patience to keep her with, making sure that she can dot that try on the corner. Look what this means to her. She's a character of the team.
Yeah, Mika Gunther getting her third, rather her second international try. Used to play her trade right here at the Bulls Daisies. Loftus, before getting opportunity
USA,
post that
let's give the
2025
numbers.
Women's Rugby World
Numbers.
Cup, got the offer to go to the PWR, took that offer, and then re-signed
So up,
next
up,
year
up,
for
up,
Leicester
up.
Tigers, Mika Gunter, so impressed enough to stay in the UK.
Now having black pudding breakfast.
Goes to the front, Han Humphreys. Another rolling maul set up from the USA
That's the own
Eagles.
player, one's
It's been
down.
collapsed by the own player though. So no transgression from the Springbok Women in that. Vogel with the strong carry. Ortiz coming around the corner. Georgie Paris-Redding. Paris-Redding with the fight. Ortiz taking the opportunity. The support comes just to secure the ball for the Eagles. Paris-Redding. Allen looking to get inside the 22 of the Springbok Women.
Release now,
And just does so. Ortiz looking for opportunity, decides to send it out to Han, now through the hands, but Hope Rogers with an unforgiving pass, but the pickup brilliant. Caught around the bootlaces, Uhatafe, and into touch.
Put in touch first.
It's great work from Alicia Irish. Mateti
First put in
Otoga.
touch.
Oh, she's explosive, she looks.
No,
Like she
down
can
by
carve
white.
a bit.
Clearly
Taking
down by
that
white.
space away, going around the ankles, simplifies everything.
4.
Can't run without the legs.
Let's get onside.
Springbok Women survive an attacking
Onside, please.
onslaught from the Eagles.
Final 15 seconds of this first half. They'll be under pressure at this line out. That's well won by Lochner. Janse van Rensburg through the hands. They go, and another cut up the middle from Apiwe Ngwevu. Apiwe Ngwevu, who's got Logan Velman on the outside. Velman tracked back. And that's well tracked by Tessa Han. Apiwe Ngwevu, there's no way
Offside.
you can make a tackle there.
Oh no, totally. That's going through your neighbor's neighborhood and going through their gate and using their keys.
The captain's just having a chat with each other there.
Captain,
I
Captain,
don't know if
come
Baba
here.
Walacha is someone that I'd want
Georgie,
to
please come in.
go eye to eye with.
No,
Okay.
no eyeballing.
Okay. Take a breath. Both of your captains. It's not nice to see you guys pushing and shoving here. I don't want to see that again. Okay? Please. We have 10 kicking the ball away, so I'm advancing, okay?
I'll take that first.
The craziest thing is, like, those are two of the nicest players, Babawa Lacha, as well as Georgie Paris-Redding, off the field, genuine, softest souls, but on the park, my word, don't mess with either one of their teammates.
It's just being competitive. That's all I take it down to. Playing for your country means a lot to the girls, and you can see it through the emotions that they're starting to show.
Springbok Women under pressure again. The hoot has gone for the half-time. Can the Eagles make something count here? Freda around the corner, but a trick play between the captain and the hooker. Hope Rogers, well watched. Now it's going to be about defense for the Springbok Women. Tafuna again with another one of those long, lung-busting carries. Han. Has that been stolen by the Springbok Women? They're
ball is
claiming it.
exposed.
Sizo Pila Solonsi, I mean, when you need someone to come up clutch, Solonsi will be there. Lacha breaks. Get it off the park, Springbok Women. And that's what they'll do. Well, a first half that had a little bit of absolutely everything. 2 tries apiece for either the sides. That one, the final one being scored by Mika Gunter. Hope Rogers with a brace in the first half. Apiwe Ngwevu, while she's been carving up the defense of the USA Eagles throughout the entire first 40 minutes. Georgie Paris-Redding, well, she'll be happy with the way that her side has responded in the second match of the Test series. The USA, though, lead the Springbok Women 14 points to 12. Do they have the legs to clear this one out, the Springbok Women? That will be the big question. Janse van Rensburg goes short, gets us back underway, and that falls perfectly for Yaki Sillier. Well, they've come out in the second half, and every single thing has worked out in this first 20 seconds. Short kickoff, and Sillier there to pick up. Now Babawa Lacha imposes her physicality on the defense of the USA Eagles, and again it's Freda Tafuna. Third steal of the day for Freda Tafuna. She's been reading the breakdowns of the Springbok women so easily.
I mentioned it just 30 seconds ago on how much she has been so instrumental at the breakdown. Springbok women not dominating with the carry, which gives no targets for the cleaners. And then it's Freda Tafuna who gets her shoulders over the ball, accuracy because she's got her hand right onto the goal that she's looking for.
Lana taken quickly for the USA Eagles, and it's Paris Redding who breaks up the middle. Janse van Rensburg does well to make that tackle around the bootlaces. Tessa Han puts a little bit of acceleration on it, then just checks her run. Matai Tonga into contact. There's been a change at halfback. Olivia Ortiz is off, and Tana Tukuafu has made her way onto the park. Accurate passing from Tukuafu. Now they get and spread the ball out wide. A little bit of airtime on that for Uhatafe. Uhatafe beats Yakisili on the outside. Telesi Uhatafe still going. Uhatafe! Telesi Uhatafe gets the Eagles to strike first in the second half. And that was pure pace to burn.
Outstanding. She finally gets the one-on-one opportunity she's been looking for the whole afternoon. And this time around, she shows exactly what she can do. She's an outstanding runner. It's a bounce pass, and then after that, it's just the burners after burners, and again, the inside onto the outside of Eloise Webb. Outstanding work here from the Eagles. What a try. And that's exactly what was ordered from upstairs. And that's what the halftime chat was all about. Take the pace to the Springbok women.
Vogel makes no mistake. Bella Vogel. And they take the lead by 9, 21 points to 12.
Outstanding finish from the swinger. Just the way that Telesi Uhatafe carries the ball, and she just burns and backs the pace. And then the bench is loving all of that effort. Starting to pay off here for the Eagles. Very smart adaptation of what happened in that first test. And this second time around, knowing they've learned their lessons, finally getting more than just 2 scores up.
Well, at the beginning we asked who was going to ask the questions and who would have the right answers. At the moment, it's the Eagles. The answers to every single question the Springbok women have posed to them. Gone longer this time. Uhatafe doesn't pick it up, and Celia again wins the kickoff. Another penalty. Not rolling away, Jacobs that time, so an easy exit for the USA Eagles.
Oh, breakdown again. Taken to school here, the Springbok women. They get the ball back from the ricochet from Telesi Uhatafe. Yakisiliez takes it in. Then it's the Eagles somehow found a way to gain the penalty here.
Let's have clear access, a few more clear access.
She finds herself on the wrong side of the tackle. She had to roll away and make a concerted effort.
Backwards by White.
Sent someone up. It's not clean for the Eagles. So Uhatafe will just make contact to try and set it up to Kuafu. Now they again get it out to Uhatafe, who again is going to take the one-on-one on Yakisili. This time runs out of a little bit of track, but it's been turned over at breakdown time because the Springbok women ball watching.
Yep.
Eagles, Vogel, short ball, well read by Logan Valman in defense to Kuafu. Vogel, Bitter, short hands, Tafuna. Tafuna to Kuafu, finds half a gap and then gets the offload to Bitter. They're taking the Springbok women width to width at the moment. Malinga thought that she was going to get over there, unable to do so. To Kuafu Rogers. Country, who's come and filled herself in that attacking line. Country, and it's been stolen back by the Springbok women. Brilliant work. Vaina Obisi using the long levers to get over there.
Gets a bit of relief here, the Springbok women. They use their defense to retain, reclaim position. This will give Libby Janse van Rensburg a chance to get to the touchline and retain position. Not the purchase you wanted from that kick.
You guys will be on the line.
Kick even wider.
You will stay on the line.
Longer tackle from Fellman does well. Obisi though.
Please.
That's brave, and that's good work for someone so tall to put her body on the line and get down to forage.
Let's go.
Pressure on this lineup for the Springbok women, who feel they need a score to get themselves back into this game. That's a good win from Jacobs Torse. Janse van Rensburg, the switch around, gets sniped. Does Janse van Rensburg, cleans up. Ngwevu. Stolen again at the breakdown again. Freda Tafuna, who breaks away. She's been a menace at the breakdown today, has Freda Tafuna. The counter-attack coming in from the Springbok women's good.
Oh, Charlie. Quick play here again from the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles want to go. They want to keep this tempo up. They want to show that they can run and fight with the best. Tafau use a bit of her footwork around the corner from Rogers. Numbers lining up from the Eagles on the open side. Vogel goes in. Vogel decides to take it up herself this time. Pops up off the ground to Paris Redding. Through the hands they go now. Trida isolated, but off her feet was Jacobs this time. Couldn't go for that steal. Tafuna with the one-on-one on Janse van Rensburg. Tafuna within the 5 now. They've got a penalty advantage, the USA Eagles. Around the corner, Paris Redding looking to extend this lead. Paris Redding wins valuable meters. Tuck and go this time. Han Humphreys. Plenty of players lining up, and that's a double blow on the whistle from referee Zoe Nodia.
Time off. See that? Okay. Okay. No. Just give me space, please. Yeah. We've had too many penalties in this area. And we have another one over here. Advantage here. Advantage here. Next person. I'll have to send off. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. I've given them official warning. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Is it a yellow coming there? Yes. Yes, just wait.
Yeah, Baba Lacha just take a moment to have a conversation with her troops.
Oh, Georgie Paris Redding. Classic from the captain. Is that a yellow coming?
Clear access. Clear access at the mall.
She's planting the seed. Discipline though, it is a true thing. 14 penalties given away by the Springbok women to 4 from the Eagles.
Trida to the front for Rachel Ericke, who's made her way onto the park at halftime. And again, that rolling maul works well for the USA Eagles. Still moving forward, being called off of it. The Springbok women that time. Again, being brought down by their own player. Tukuafu. Running around the corner, Tessa Han.
6 outside.
Tukuafu. Hope Rogers.
Behind the tackle.
Number 8.
Well, there we go.
Head contact.
And there's going to be a yellow. Sustained pressure here from the Eagles, and Morgan Fellman again hasn't opened up for her to the.
We've just had a yellow card.
So we can see her strides and the way that she carries the ball and the way that she runs. Springbok woman with no position.
Clearly got blood here. We need to just fix her.
At the same time, under pressure, giving away penalties after penalties, and she gets. For a mistake of a high tackle inside the half, she needed to dip on her lips, on her hips.
Tackle here. Yes, upright tackle, clear head contact.
It's a tuck shoulder.
We need to do better in this area.
It's a head clash.
Okay? Too many warnings here. Too many penalties over there as well. Please.
Too many warnings. Compounded
the warning still
penalties.
stands. Okay.
No discipline from the Springbok women. Now under the cosh.
Yeah, 14 on 15 for the next 10 minutes. The Springbok women, Logan Fellman. Well, she's been excellent. First time that we've been able to see her in this match, but the fans have started to trickle into the Loftus Versfeld Stadium. They shouldn't be hanging in the fan village, they should be sitting in the seats.
How is that? Too many people hanging out here. On graphics, taking some time out.
Yep.
Yeah,
perfect.
Those are the fans who have made their way in.
They know where the game is.
2 minutes cleared.
Absolutely. Family decided all to come out. Same dress code sent out on that Flammy Good Chat.
Couples date anytime. Oh, what a shirt.
It's too good.
That's Bambi though.
Yes. Okay. Was it? Go for it.
15 on 14. USA Eagles. The rolling mauls worked out well for them.
Oh, it
Captain,
has.
access.
And they've been getting advantage from the low clarification. Springbok women have to attack either on the air or on the ground, and on the ground they've been losing the battle.
Don't contest this time again. Heli Taufao going straight into contact. Sizopila Salonsi, well, she looked at referee Zoe Nodian asking if there was obstruction. Well, the lifters getting in front. The use it once call comes, and then eventually they find a little bit of momentum. Freda still at the back, still moving forward. Oh, the USA women looking to put the final nail in this coffin potentially. The Springbok women, they want to extend the lead. Short, needs the ball to come out quickly.
Leave.
Solonsi being told to leave. Tukuafu, Bitter, shaped, Bitter. Just short, Tukuafu, there's space and place and plenty of it for Uhatafe, who uses it forward, looking for a brace of her own. Uhatafe reaches.
Oh, that's a good call. Had to see that. Was she on the ground when she launched herself?
You happy that she's gone? Yep.
Little bit of discussion. Tries awarded. Angie Beseda notes on the outside, and Uhatafe had to buy some time, but she gets the brace.
Oh, it's the way that she does it. Look at the patience that she shows on this ball. It's an inside-outside. Wait, let me check again. Oh, let me go to the outside. And there, patience. Anna not held on the tackle. Was she held in the tackle because her knee touches the ground?
With a potential double
That's
movement.
a tackle. She can't play without getting on her feet.
Okay, thank you.
She has to get onto her feet.
Sure.
Her knees on the ground.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I think TMO Quinton Immelman has just come in here.
So we're just checking for the double movement. Yep.
It's on the screen now, Zoe.
So a tackle is deemed to be made when the knees of ball carrier and the defender touch the ground. Now
Tackle
she has to
complete.
get on her
She then gets
feet.
up on her knees.
Not on her knees.
No release. And then
On
she
her
goes.
knees, there's
Okay.
no release.
So my on-field decision, I'll have to overturn it to no try.
It's a
And penalty
tackle.
for no
Hold on,
clearance.
just hold on
Knees
for
touch
us.
the
Hold
Yeah,
on for us.
I'm just
That's
discussing
tackle.
with the ALs. Okay, Quinton, I have a decision.
And here, you have to get up back on your feet before you can
Just wait till it's showed now. Thank you. They'll come back to you now.
Thank you. Yes, yeah.
Back on you.
Okay, I'm going to overturn my on-field decision of try. It will be no try. Player has clearly been tackled and then makes the second movement.
The long arm of the law comes up, trumps for the Springbok
It's a
women.
penalty.
And
penalty
they'll
for
get
you.
the chance here to release the pressure.
Of course you can.
Unlucky for
Let's
the
get
Eagles.
just 2 more steps back.
Two brilliant tries from the left wing, the wingers. At
On the
first
line.
half, it was Yakasilia who scorched the whole field, and now with a bit of an inside-outside, fails to stay on her feet so that she could play the ball and release it.
Good territorial win, Yakisilia. That's why they've got her on the side, not only for the skills that she's got with
1,
ball in
2,
hand, but
and
she's got one of the
3.
longest boots in women's rugby. A full front row change for the Springbok women. Anushka Groenewald makes her way onto the park for Mika Gunter, Yunela Ngqingolo and Nombuyo Kezo Mtliki made their way onto the park too.
Well, she's a firebrand. Yunela Ngqingolo. She doesn't mind a try.
Most capped prop Yunela Ngqingolo. Can play both sides of the scrum to Ngqingolo. Not
Knock on by White.
straight, initially thought the call, but then
Knock on in the
knock on
lineup.
from the USA Eagles, who thought they'd won that back.
The one thing that Mika Gunter has on most of the hookers, her darts. And this is where Anushka will have to make sure
Left of the
she
mark,
can
please.
get better at that
Keep that
skill
bracelet.
set. Groenewald. They're lucky to get a knock from that contest from the Eagles.
Stay square.
They
Stay
still
square.
got Sinden Falaman. And number 8 sitting for the next 6
let's go,
minutes.
please, both teams. She was just
The
getting
naughty
treated.
chair.
No worries. Yeah.
Springbok Women have to answer now. This is time for them.
The Springbok Women,
Flank here.
well,
Okay, no flank.
they back themselves enough to not substitute a backline player to bring on another forward.
Bind.
Silapila Solonsi,
Set.
she's gone to play at 8 at the back, a position she knows well. Again, the break around to set up that rolling maul, and again, it works. Meters made for the Springbok Women off of a trick play
Advantage
that we've seen, and now they get the advantage. Ngolo with the first carry since coming onto the park.
Number 6 white.
Some of them were smart because that caught the Eagles napping, and they make the yards upfield with the driving more from this scrum that they had set. The telltale sign is when you see Sizopila Solonsi packing at number 8, you know exactly what's going to happen after that. But they get away with it, and now they've got 22 entries. Outstanding work because they gain momentum.
Okay.
And one of the
Green play down.
Georgie Paris Redding was the one that actually caused the penalty,
Yes,
collapsing that more. All of a sudden, momentum changing. It was a Springbok Woman who gave away the penalties in the row, and now Anushka
Just 1 second.
Portland Lannert.
Let's go. Time is still off. Just relax.
Inside the 22 for the Springbok Women. Can they convert? They would need to convert to get themselves back within 2 if they may get the full 7. Groenewald goes to the front, the safe option works, the breakaway, the peel, and that's not accurate from Solonsi. The ball's fallen in USA Eagles' hands. Soft turnover from the Springbok Women. Not accurate enough when it counts. Looking for the counter-ruck though. Tukuafu. Tafuna, Tukuafu, Vogel looking to run it, and then Bitter spotting that Eloise Webb was isolated at the back, but does really, really well. Does Eloise Webb, buying time for players to get there to secure the ball. Tose. Puhingwevu, I mean, the meters that she's made today for the Springbok Women, it's been so important. Groenewald just caught in 2 minds about whether or not she wanted to give that ball. Takes it into contact, called off of it. Mtliki, her first carry. Driven backwards in the contact that time. Vino BC with the pickup. She's got to fight. Does that player, does Vino BC. All the way from Limpopo. Up the guts. Unam Tose. Continuing to go up the guts of the Springbok Women. Solonsi. Ngolo. They're going to keep it tight. Springbok Women still going, still testing the defense, still peppering.
Hands up and stay on side.
Still going.
That's 5, yes.
Mtliki. Jacobs now going, getting meters on her legs in the second half. Still going. Stolen! Oh, the Eagles have done so well. They absorb, and then they turn it over when it counts.
Han Humphreys. Patience shown by the forward pack of the Eagles. Springbok Women find a way to isolate themselves inside the 22 with a pick and go. Late at the ruck, and Humphreys gets to win the gold inside their own 22. She survives the clean out from Malinga.
Line-up working for the USA Eagles in the second half. Rachel Ericke working around that breakdown area, but the ball's been lost. And so a turnover for the Springbok Women. Mtliki. She only knows one way, and that's straight into defenders with the head tucked down. Anushka Groenewald this time supported by Nana Lochner, but isolated because they didn't arrive in time. It's been the story the whole day for the Springbok Women, but the Eagles, so good.
Right, showing so much patience. They're very comfortable on letting the player who picks and go gets tackled. The one who tackles rolls away. It's the support runners now who need to make sure there is no space in between. Any daylight is exploited by the Eagles. And Hope Rogers, battered and bruised around her face, but look at the commitment still shown on the breakdown, because
no, you guys also
Obisi was late to clear her out.
Yeah, just wait. Yeah, no worries. Here you go.
Just under 2 minutes left for the Springbok Women on that yellow card. That's gone over the top, so loose ball is gone a bit loose for both teams in this latter stages of the second half. Turnover ball though, Springbok Women. Can they make this possession in this area of the field count? They need it to count. Tosse. Jacobs comes back towards traffic. Tosse. Now they need to play it out the back. Janse van der Rensburg just holds on to Webb. Eloise Webb gets on the outside. She's got Yaki Celia, who's waiting in the wings. Celia back into contact, but loses that ball.
On the ball.
Kelter has made her way onto the park and turned it over.
Oh, penalties just keep on piling up against the Springbok Women. That's 17 penalties, 18 to 6.
Yes.
Giving themselves chances every time they get into the 22 scoring zone. It's a mistake, it's inaccuracy, a penalty. Just haunting the Springboks' momentum.
Yeah, Liv Kelter has made her way onto the park. That's not gone out to touch. So Yaki Celia, who lost that ball in contact, better protection from her that time. Janse van der Rensburg. Jacobs had no space or time to work with that ball.
Oh, breakdown pressure.
And again, the turnover at breakdown. The USA Eagles piping every single one of them at the moment. The Springbok Women just not sending enough bodies into to make sure they secure that ball. Vogel out the back. Cowdrey charged down, so ball's alive, but it's been knocked on. And they've got the knock-on advantage through the USA Eagles. Tukuafu. A little bit of footwork from Paris Reading again.
Knock on.
Oh, it's open play, 10 overs, 8 conceded from the Springbok Women. No momentum in this game at all.
And it's just where those 8 have been conceded. That's probably the more important part, because they conceded it in the wrong areas of the field when they were busy attacking too.
Yeah, it's going to be a big call here. Sizo Solonsi. Oh, she's so brave. See how she got to this. That's how she was diving onto someone's foot.
Yeah, Sizopila Solonsi, former Bulls Daisy player, no longer contracted at the Bulls Daisies. She'll be really worried too, because she's come back from an Achilles injury. So she'll be very aware of what things feel like in that Achilles. But this is exactly where those turnovers are happening. The breakdown work just not good enough for the Springbok Women.
Yeah, Freda Tafuna, she's really had the number of the Springbok Women at that breakdown. The way that she has read this, Springbok Women just so late when it comes to the clean. They're giving so much daylight between the would-be ball carrier and the cleaners. Look again how late they arrive at that breakdown. But you have to put yourself in a position to go for the turnover. Hannah Humphreys, outstanding game. Freda Tafuna just menacing that breakdown. Springbok Women can't afford to lose that ball. Momentum is always gone on attack, defense. Standing coaching though, you have to say. The good adaptation from what happened last weekend. They saw the carry dominance that was given by the Springbok Women against them, and they found a way to use their breakdown as part of difference for this match.
We need to ensure that she can also get a binding, please. Okay?
They're taking space early. Okay.
No, please. I'll speak to her. Okay?
Let's go! We know they're going to help. We know they're going to help. They don't want to score like
Also back to the full complement of 15, the Springbok Women now. Logan Bowman's made her way back onto the park. Just serving that 10 minutes for High tackle on Hope Rogers.
Putting this in context, 29 points to nil was the first half score last week.
Set!
Tukuafu feeds the Springbok Women, unable to contest. They did well, the USA Eagles now. They want to run it. She has one. She almost had two. Uhatafe gone backwards.
She plays the ball on the ground.
You're off your feet and you've played the ball on the ground.
Easy. There's two law infringements on her side.
Yeah, both for the same thing too. And that's the reason the first try, or the second try that she scored rather,
was ruled out.
Louise Webb's done well in the 15 jersey today. She's been in the right areas of the field where she needed to be.
That's a great purchase. Not much to play with. So she's holding the ball now. She lets go of the ball. She hasn't got onto her feet and she carries on playing. And a reaction, Layla.
4 subs coming onto the park. Michaela Samboy has made her way onto the park. Lorata Makua has come onto the park too. Anastasia Minor has also come onto the park. As well as Sinalita Nopteke.
Time on.
Nomsa Mokwai also onto the park for the Springbok Women. Can the Blom squad make an impact? That will be the question. Not straight. And that, we speak about sacrilege, Bobs. I mean, you've just come on as the hooker. The first time you get the opportunity to throw in.
Can you please give the numbers?
Missed that. Anushka Chernogots. She's been struggling at line out time.
Wait. Please, can you
it's a
into your
tough
foot?
one. You haven't
Thank you. Time on.
come by a win on their set piece, and this time around it's a skew throw in.
They go to the front, they keep it safe. Do the USA Eagles. Heli Taufau under all sorts of pressure wins that back. Tukuafu. Game management key for the USA Eagles that time. Alev Kalter gets some good purchase on that kick. Thought it was going to go out into touch. Michaela Samboya has positioned herself well, looking to run it back. There's Michaela Samboya. Spent some time on the HSBC 7 series. Has Samboya debuted for the 7 side for the first time this year. Still ball in hand, still going, but ripped, not protected in contact again, the Springbok Women. So turnover ball, Eagles around the bootlaces. Flat ball from the USA Eagles, still keeping the ball alive. Paris Redding met by 2 defenders. Valman went hunting. At the back, they keep it short, the Eagles this time. Dropped backwards and then knocked on.
Great impact here from Lorata Makua. It's a good read because she swims past the player in front of the ball to make the tackle behind and shuts down the attack.
I haven't spoken to you for half a minute.
Conceding possession so easily.
Hands lying all over the rug.
No respect for that goal.
I'm not saying the same thing to say, but I'll look for you, okay? Yeah.
Yeah, the crowd's starting to come in to Loftus Versfeld now. Springboks taking on Scotland in the Nations Championship, but for these girls, well, it's about seeing their heroes, knowing that one day they can dream to potentially play in this green and gold jersey. Minor with the first feed, stays patient. They get the penalty though. Minor takes it into contact. The cleaners come in. The ball was stolen, but they come back for that penalty.
Well, late to the party, but the first important bit was the set piece, and it was the scrum. A change is made up front. They've shown up the scrum again. And the Springbok Women with another advantage to get into the 22 of the Eagles. Well, this time, can they secure their set piece? Does it kick? Oh, the kick has let them down. So many mistakes by the Springbok women. They've, at the moment, been their worst enemy.
And Bose, we spoke about it when we did Craven Week this week. You just want to get it out, right? You're not looking for that distance. Yes, you are trying to get it as close to the 5 as possible, but get it out. Make sure you get yourself the ball in hand.
Yes, so
give yourself an opportunity.
Ask for a line out if you have to.
Player, sorry. Yeah, that's a good play. Yeah.
Really frustrating performance for the Springbok women. They will have to dig themselves out of here, and that will show the growth they have shown throughout the year, from last year's quarterfinalists to a win against the Eagles in the first test. This time around, being asked the questions, how do they respond?
It's gone down on this near side, but allowed to play away because the ball has reached the 8 feet. So Alev Kalter takes it up herself. Uhatafe getting a lot of more ball in hand this time in the second half. Didn't see enough of it in the first half. The counter are coming in from the Springbok women, but they get it away. The Eagles now looking to build from inside their own half. Tukuafu. Vogel does the wise thing, puts boot to ball because Eloise Webb, as well as Alicia Arias, is out of position. They've got the chase there too. Vogel chasing her own kick. Celia under pressure. Goes long.
Yes.
Not out though.
Get onside.
Bitter looking for options. Not enough players around her. So Bitter just buying time for her forwards to make their way back to Kuafu. That ball's gone to ground, but it's been picked up by Taufau. Kalter flings one to Cowdrey, who dinks one over the top for Uhatafe to chase. Uhatafe is going to get hands to it. Uhatafe with the blinder. She wasn't able to get the second earlier on, but picks it up this time. Gets it under the post and has now potentially led and stretched that lead a little too far for the Springbok women.
Okay, Timo, check.
A kick that doesn't find touch. It's the Eagles who roll the dice with the long pass and the chip over the top because there's no one covering for the Springbok women, and the bounce is favorable. Telesi Uhatafe with the second try of the afternoon, and the Eagles really spreading their wings out here. A double.
Oh, the Philly Eagles have the song "Fly, Eagles Fly."
Yeah,
oh, they
I
are
think
flying now.
This is wrong. I'll just wait for the time to give it. I'll let you know.
No. What a choice and an
10
option
seconds.
of that kick.
4, 3.
Game management, brilliant from the Eagles at the moment. Vogel off the upright. He isn't able to convert from in front.
Way too accurate.
I don't do the TV. Oh yeah, that's fine, that's fine. But as soon as it comes through, I'll let you know the time. Okay?
Great chase and the bounce of that ball. Look at the smile on her face. Having a time at Loftus. Eagles. Uhatafe.
Katana Howard making her way onto the park for the USA Eagles.
Oh, she's mean as they come in the centres.
Eagles, they've adapted well. They've been the team to respond better this week.
Get back.
Kalter receives, clears, smart rugby.
Oh, just simple things done well. Springbok women kicking to Alev Kalter. She has by far the kicking game for the Eagles.
Numbers,
and it's
please.
20 meters with no sweat.
Can Groenewald find her target? She struggled. Short line out. Goes to the front for Vino BC. That works out well. Menard flings the ball to Webb. The short pass on the inside to Logan Valma. Menard. Webb. To the outside, there was the intercept opportunity was on. That's well picked up by Ayanda Malinga, who's going to take Caldry on the side. And Ayanda Malinga will give her a one-on-one opportunity, and she's going to take it with both hands.
What's good about the Springbok women is when they get the ball into the right hands. At first, it was Fellerman. She was asked to carry over the gain line, and the wide pass from Eloise Webb to Malinga. She's a finisher. Outstanding work from the outside centre. 18 caps, 17 tries. The Springbok women, they show a bit of life with 13 to go.
The Springbok women, well, they'll have a never say die attitude all the way to the 80th minute. They need to produce it to potentially get the win. Celia converts, gets the 2, takes them up to 19 points to 26. We've got a game on our hands, Bobes.
Nah, more like it. It's the Springbok women who have really lit up Loftus right now. It is Malinga. This is their home ground, and she plays for the Daisies this time around, inside, outside. Good to see you. Well, she celebrates that, but we need more.
The Eagles still leading by 7. Short option taken from Alev Kalter, Halle Tafau. Brilliant work from her out of the air to win the ball back onto the park now. Olivia Leatherman offloads to Hope Rogers. Clean ball, quick recycling from the Eagles to Kuafu. The recycling at the bottom of the breakdown is brilliant for the Eagles at the moment, but the defensive pressure from the Springbok women now starting to pay off.
Standing work and a good read for Michaela. Some boy.
Okay.
Some boy, yeah, she goes up, puts in the hit, and that forces a compromise pass on back onto the inside for the Eagles. They get the scrum here. It'll be important for the Springbok women to keep that ball at the back of that scrum and scrum for penalty to gain more yardage by the kick downfield.
On the different calls, let's have
It's a big one. Second game, second round, the Nations Championship. The Scotland up against South Africa. How will the Bokke treat this one?
Bind!
Yes, you. Yes, you.
Set! No!
Minot with the feed, the Springbok women, they got the hook.
Oh, they've been listening.
That side.
Needed that penalty.
Please go back.
And Paris Redding,
Who said?
Georgie, the captain from the Eagles, not too happy about the decision making.
Here's the middle. 17.
We're asking for that gap. Anushka.
Might just open up a little bit, please. Thank you so much.
Eagles really
Time on.
closing up that space.
Need a try. Again, the ball contested at the front of that line out and won back by the USA Eagles.
Stretching it. BC was been involved. The ball was too low and they got in front.
Okay. Yeah. Just stay square.
Want her to be square?
Stay square.
Hand
If they
routine.
come in and comes around without
No, it's
Oh, it's good to be a man with a plan.
just that angle.
Yes.
He looks pretty comfortable at the moment. Last week, just clutching here, everything.
Final 8.5 minutes left of
Crouch.
this half.
Bind. Set.
To Kuafu. Feeds the Springbok women looking to get a little bit of ascendancy, and because of the pressure they've applied, they've now turned that ball over. Ayanda Malinga, who scored the last try, gets the offload away to Alicia Aries, who's waiting in the wings. Minot.
Yes, step here.
Janse van Rensburg, flat ball to Notleke. Minot again. Wet.
Excuse me, sir.
Groenewald into contact. Minot comes back towards the inside. Vino BC with the strong carry. Minot, all sorts of pressure at the back of that breakdown. USA Eagles being called off of it though. And the Springbok women get the penalty.
I need a bit of patience here. Direction, clarity, make the right call, don't rush things up.
Tap and go, the call from Minor Nokeke out the back. Yunela Nringola can't hold it on into contact, and again the inaccuracy off of their set plays.
Such a soft moment again. Had the line out, asking and begging so they can trust they driving more, get closer to the try line, and they go for the tap play. It hasn't worked the whole day. There's inaccuracy, ball going behind Yunela Nringola. And it just gives...
Ball was out. Ball out. Ball came out.
Switch the brain.
Time off.
Coaches in deep conversation. Lauren staying in the shape.
Yeah, they want to get a win. They want the win for the Springbok women.
And scrum straight.
Something that
Please.
they stumbled upon last week.
No.
They beat the Eagles by 13 points. They needed to win by 15 to move to ranking number 8. And this week will have helped the causes of Springbok women really making their tracks into global world domination when it comes to Springbok women rugby. And they missed that opportunity. At the moment, still trailing this Eagle side, who's shown dashing.
Heading into the final 6.5 minutes of the second test match between the Eagles and the Springbok women. 2 of 2. Freda Tafuna. She's been massive for the Eagles today, has Freda Tafuna. Tuku Afu, now they get it into the wings. Alev Kalter does well just to come back onto the inside. Trying to get over it. Makua, has she done enough?
Well done, Lerato.
Movement from
Brilliant read from her.
Going for the steal.
Well, they need their set piece to work.
They have to back it now.
Yaki Salia this time manages to find touch, gets them inside the 22. It feels like a now or never moment for the Springbok women.
Great turnover from the reserve loose forward, Moata Makua. She stays positive.
Remind them
Foraging
access
for
at
the
the
ball,
mall.
and she's rewarded
Access at the mall.
20
Please tell it.
meters out. It's a line out. Anushka Hunevald, important.
Goes to the bag. Sinelita Nokeke gets a hand on it, but Catherine Trida wise to it. Stolen. Tukuafu. Leatherman. Olivia Leatherman into contact. Happy to play it outside of their own 22 though. Tukuafu. Stolen, Springbok women.
How many chances do they need? The line-out has been faulty.
Thank you.
Scrum has been good. A decision to be made.
What do you
can
want?
see Eloise Webb just having a conversation with the forwards, just asking them, what do you want? And this is the better option. We were looking at each other at the previous kick and we said, take the option there.
They take a scrum here. They can scrum as long as possible. Use the advantage that you have where you can go for
Let's maintain that gap.
the big play, where you can go for the chip behind the defensive line because you've got the penalty. But easiest thing to retain your set piece is go to the scrum. The throw in is much easier to be managed.
Crouch.
Mitigating factors, but I love the way that Eloise Webb took over the
Experience Eloise Webb just being the calm head for the Springbok women in the second half. The moments where they needed it the most, but the USA Eagles, well, when they needed their scrum to function, they've come up clutch. And look how much it means.
Oh, gone to sleep was the Springbok women. I thought the ball had already passed the mouth of the scrum and they went coasting. And the Eagles stay in the fight. They dominate that, which has not been the case for the last 2 weeks. Look at the work that has been done here.
Line is middle.
The Springbok women, they pop up.
Please open up.
Ball at the back. Eagles respond.
Someone.
Shell shot was the Springbok women walking backwards.
Stolen, line out time. Groenewald, not clear care. They need to get the wing, ball to the wings. Webb calling for it. Now Janse van Rensburg gets tackled, ball and all. Great read by Tessa Han. They had to let that ball go sooner.
Oh, the opportunity was screaming at them. You wonder and you ask yourself, where was the communication? It's a turnover from the line-out, which means that the opposition is still 10 meters away. That gives you time and space to shift the ball to the wing. And that's where the opportunity lies, and they are stunned.
The last scrum, you guys bailed out.
From a dominance of first half of 29 points to nil. Well, only a few now have the suggestions.
Hold the gap.
Hill Hughes makes her way onto the park for her Eagles debut.
Wait, we don't have a second.
Bind. Hold the gap here.
She's already in.
Set.
Can the Springbok women get it back? No, they can't. Tafuna. The offload to Uhatafe has been good. Logan Velman tries to go poaching, unable to get there. Katana Howard has stayed down in the background for the Eagles. They'll manage it out now, the USA Eagles. Olivia Leatherman with a strong carry to Kuafu. Tafuna back onto the inside. Was that obstruction?
Tackle is made.
As we walk.
Counter with the carry. Now they get it out to Leatherman. Ball thought to be out from Logan Velman, but conceded a penalty offside.
20th penalty given away by the Springbok women under pressure. Eagles managing this game very well.
And as soon as Bella Vogel got that ball in hand, she just told him to calm down. Just get up there. We'll just start, keep chipping away, heading into the final 90 seconds.
It was the 4th of July last week, the 250th year of independence from America, and they felt they let the nation down. And this response, though,
Open up.
that's what you expect.
Someone.
A proud Eagle side.
On debut. Chloe Hill Hughes goes to the front. So far, oh, it's been picked up by Lorata Makua. Springbok women with final ball in hand opportunity to potentially level this match. Minor, Webb, Nokleke with the carry. Need to secure ball. Minor, Webb, get it through the hands, decides to hold on. Ayanda Malinga into contact, need to secure the ball. Minor looking to stretch the defense of the Eagles this time. They looking for a break up the middle. Can they potentially get it there? Short ball, flat. Ndliki. Minor. Webb decides, or rather it's Groenewald who takes it up. Minor, that's Webb. Now to the hands of Mokwai. Aris needs to stay in field. Final 10 seconds of the second test match. Janse van Rensburg, flat ball, miscommunication, and it's been knocked on by the Springbok women. And that will be it. Just waiting for the hooter to go now are the Eagles. They've kicked it downfield though, before the Eagles, before they heard the hooter go. So Yaki Salia will clean up. They're going to have to go 80+ meters, the Springbok women, if they're going to try and equalize. Salia, who kicked it straight out after the hooter's gone. And that's a complete brain fart from the wing. Needed to keep ball in hand, but the Eagles have done enough to level the series. They came out from the beginning. They scored first in the first half. They scored first in the second half. They've done enough. this Eagles side. The response that Jack Hanratty, the head coach, asked from them. Freda Tafuna, well, she was in the middle of everything. Hope Rogers got her brace in this match, battled and bruised. Hope Rogers.
The Springboks up against Scotland, round 2 of the nation.
It'll be a huge learning curve for the Springbok women. It is all about the way the old heads chat to the younger ones. The left counter with the conversations to Bella Vogel. The Springbok women, they gave it their all in this match. It was a full 80-minute game. They put themselves in the right positions. They were just unable to make a count when they needed to. Ayanda Malinga, well, she didn't see much ball, but when she had ball in hand, she was able to score that try. Yunela Nglingola, well, she'll always come onto the park and try and make an impact. Unable to make. But the Springbok women, well, they will go back to the drawing board. They will go back into the cloakrooms, probably with plenty of questions, more than they have answers at the moment. But it's been all the USA Eagles today. It's absolute carnage on the pitch, but afterwards there will always be smiles and hugs between these players. They'll know that all of these players are looking to try and achieve this goal, but it is at full time the USA Eagles who beat the Springbok women 26 points to 19. Kobani Bobo is downstairs with our player of the match.
Player of the match, Freda Tafuna. An outstanding performance and great adaptation from what happened last week.
The performance we gave last week wasn't our best. We knew that we had to come into this week with good defense. South Africa is such an amazing team. You could tell they played bully ball, so we knew that we had to step up our defense. Just proud of this team. We definitely came back from last week and hope we put on a show for the fans.
What kind of reads were they giving you at the breakdown? I mean, you turned over about 8 versus 2.
I just saw the opportunity and I took it. I knew that defense was going to be a big key in this game, so I just knew I had to step it up on defense today.
I mean, with all the pressure and all the running that they had last week, this time around, turning it around, proud of the effort from the girls?
Yeah. No, just thank you to South Africa. They really gave us a match this week and last week, so hope to play them again. It's always a good match with them.
Congratulations and well done.
Thank you guys, thank you fans.
Well, Babala Lacha, Springbok women's captain. Just take us your thoughts about that.
It was quite a good test match. I think USA were quite a formidable side. They challenged us on all facets, from the scrum to especially the breakdown. And I think it actually showed us what it is that we need to work on going into our next series of test matches.
I mean, it's just going to be a massive ask to back it up, the performance that you showed last week. 29 points to 0 in that first half. And this time around, very close. Just 2 points they led with. What was said at halftime?
The important thing was that we come back with much more fighting spirit and to keep them out of our half as much as possible, because we played quite a lot of rugby on the opposite end of the field. But I think as the tide rises, so do other boats. And I think women's rugby have taken such a beautiful turnaround, and this is evidence of that. Test matches of this caliber with such great turnout of fans and also great opponents as well.
It's a series, John, but congratulations to the fact that at home soil, no one has beaten you.
Thank you very much. I'd really love to say thank you so much to everyone who's come out here and those watching at home as well, who've backed us since the World Cup until now. And I think our trajectory is one that is excellent, and we'd love them to be on our journey, because we wear their desires and their belief in us. It's embedded within our jersey, and we wear the jersey with pride, and that will be forever.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you very much.
Georgie, it's a different interview today. Just your thoughts as the captain?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, that was really tough out there. We expected a physical match, and it was. But I'm just so proud. I feel like we gave a full 80 minutes, and we've worked super hard this week. We went real physical on each other, and it paid off.
What was those plans that you had from last week?
Honestly, we knew we were better than that, so we had to go and fix that first 40 minutes. It's hard to win a test match when you defend for 40, so we knew that we needed to get our phases 1, 2, 3 set right, and I feel like we came in attack today and showed what we're capable of.
What about the Springbok Women really making ways up into the top 10?
A huge amount of respect to South Africa. They're an incredible team. They're not just physical, but they're very clinical now. A very tough opposition, and fair play to them because that was a great match today.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, well, huge opportunity for Georgie Perez-Redding. The USA Eagles, they gave it everything. They brought the heart. Jack Hanratty will be happy with that. But stay with us. The build-up for the Nations Championship match starts in the next couple minutes. Stick with us. See you there for that.